here we are in Fallbrook, standing in her new home.
Yes, and I have to tell you, one thing that we try to do pretty diligently is to educate our clients, right? Whether they're selling or whether they're buying. Yeah, and I don't feel that again, the first conversation that she and I had, she didn't even think that she could ever become a homeowner. Given what she had just been through, given the factors of the market, she had zero confidence in the fact that the home was even out there.
Moved from Texas. My marriage had fallen apart due to life changes, and it was a really devastating time for me. I had to leave because I felt like I was walking towards a cliff. I just up and left, took nothing with me. I was really broken. I was in a very bad place, and I saw how much the rent was here, and I go, why would I be paying all this rent if I could just buy a home? But how will I be able to buy a home in San Diego? I reached out to a few realtors and they go, oh, it's impossible, it's not going to happen. You cannot get pre-qualified. I tried getting pre-qualified once and it failed. They came back with this long list of all of my debt, how I cannot make it, I should check back in a year. It was really, really depressing. And then one day I was scrolling Facebook and I came across Tammy's ad. And I said, well, anything on Facebook might not be real, but why not? I clicked on it and it took me to this page and it said, why don't you tell us your story? And I just went ahead and told my story and that was it, forgot about it.
And I think, we work with all kinds of clients, but it's the people that you want to root for them.
Yeah.
You see their strong need and desire to have a home. And it was very hard for me when I had to break everything down to her because I don't want to make anybody sad. That's not what we do in our business. But unfortunately, there was a reality there that we had to overcome. And luckily we were able to do that.
Yeah. With a face and a body. Yes. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh, what a journey so far. I know that we just connected recently and it was like so crazy to hear your story. And Tammy and I on the drive up were talking about how blessed we are to be able to get submissions where people really need the help, and we're just so honored and grateful to be on this part of the journey. And Tammy set up some really cool viewings for us today. I think we're gonna look at how many, Tammy?
We have 3 today.
Yeah. So we're gonna look at 3. We know you wanted to kind of stay in Hathaway because of the school district, but obviously it's kind of tough with the with the market the way that it is. So we're just grateful that you're open-minded to being out this far north. But we have some cute stuff for you to look at today. So keep an open mind. And I'm sorry that I'm like this today.
I'm really excited.
I had my house slippers on earlier, but I thought we'd show up at least and get a little bit dressed up. So let's go look at some homes.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah. The first conversation that she and I had, she didn't even think that she could ever become a homeowner. Given what she had just been through, given the factors of the market, she had zero confidence in the fact that the home was even out there.
Even when she reached out to me, I didn't believe it was going to be possible. I just said, well, why not? I'll just go with the role, I'll go with the process and see where it lands us. And she had to keep prepping me. You have to believe, you're a Christian, God can do it. I'll go, well, okay, maybe. And I just went with the flow and I met the second Tammy and she was even more, we can do this. Like, okay, why not? Let's do it.
All right, Ubong, so we've already looked at 2 different homes. And one of them, Tammy and I kind of get a sense about you not really liking it. So, okay. The second one, we felt like you liked it. We stayed in that one a little bit longer and you kind of walked around a few times. What are your thoughts so far?
I wasn't really feeling the first one. It looks really old.
We started looking at houses. I was getting discouraged.
All right, Tammy. So, we've already talked to the lender. He pretty much told us where she's maxed out.
Right.
And that's with HOA, okay? Where she is without HOA. And clearly everything we're looking at is on the high end with an HOA. We've already had many conversations with her about this.
Well, I'm not sure where else to go from here because the only thing I can think of is trying to find her something that she's not going to have the competition. There's not going to be multiple offers. Ultimately, based on, what's happening in the market, that's all I can think of that we can do at this point, because when you add HOA and everything in, it's going to be well above what she's comfortable with.
And we've already had that conversation with her, and she's like, I can't go that high. That's just too expensive for me,
right.
you know? And we got to factor in the fact that she wants to stay in Poway. So this is like, you know, we really have to figure this out because there aren't a lot available, A, and B, where she wants to be because of the school district.
Well, it's going to come down to, you know, probably going to different areas that she, you know, that she's familiar with and that she likes, you know.
Well, we're going to have that conversation with her because, like anything else, if they keep an open mind, meaning buyers, then that opens up more opportunities for her. So we have to have that conversation with her. We have to figure out not just narrowing in our search and just go to different parts of San Diego where there's more opportunity.
Right.
That's what we're going to have to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
We'll have to have that conversation with her.
Yeah.
And we try really hard to educate them during the process, especially if they're a first-time home buyer. And she was a first-time home buyer, so we had to overcome a lot of moving targets, if you will, in terms of the pre-approval process, where she wanted to be, where she wanted to stay because of the school district, where she was working. So we had to consider all of that, and that was no easy feat.
The most positive aspect for me was actually having somebody in my corner that actually believed even more than I did, because that's all I needed. I remember when I talked to Tammy, when we go out house hunting, and I said, is this really going to happen? She said, yeah, I believe it will happen. Even when everything looked like it wasn't possible, I just liked the positive attitude, and I said, anybody out there, they can get it done. If they did it for me, they can do it for you too.
All right, so what are your thoughts?
I love it.
I thought so.
It's
Well, it seems like it's you know, it's basically everything that you want. I do understand that it's obviously not the prime location that you want to be in. You're a little bit further out, but you know, if it works for you, it's brand new.
It is brand new.
You know? I know you have to wait a little bit, but that's okay.
Yes.
We're a couple months out, but I think that obviously if you like it that much and it's brand new and you're willing to make a little bit of a trek, or your daughter is per se, then it's worth it.
It is. I really hope it goes through because it's beautiful, and I'll be the first one to own the home. I get to tweak it anyhow I like.
Exactly.
I really want it. Let's do this, please, Tammy.
Yes, let's do it. Oh my God, I'm super excited.
I don't think I would have gotten the same experience, because I did try one agent, and then when they went through all of the things that I couldn't do, it was like somebody reading my rap sheet to me. I was like, oh my God, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I just like the positivity, and they go get it. It can be done. Just believe, and God can do it. So I don't think I would have had the same experience if I went with a different agent.
So she has decided that she definitely wants to go with TriPoint.
Okay.
So with that being said, their process is a little bit different. So our next step is to actually go out to TriPoint, and she has to pick a lot. She already knows what she wants to do, but she has to pick the actual property.
Okay.
And the great thing about that is the fact that you won't have to, I mean, they're going to have an appraisal, but she's probably not going to have to worry about it not coming in. She's not going to have multiple offers, because basically they don't accept more than one offer on the property. So basically what you do is they pick out the particular home that they want, and then they have to go through with their, they have to get pre-approved with their lender.
Okay.
And I know that we have her pre-approved through Darren, but that's a requirement.
Right. It also goes to show, you know, how, and I'm not knocking other agents, but I am knocking other agents. They would not be working as hard as you and I have, because they would be pretty much giving up on the fact that, well, we can't find you anything. Okay, bye.
Well, she had issues like that. She had an agent. She worked with an agent, and they basically, everything was stacked against her. And you know what? I'm not knocking anybody, but maybe they didn't know about this new construction.
But at the end of the day, she said it perfectly, though. Remember what she said? They were stacking stuff against me like at a rap sheet. I mean, that's horrible to say all the things you can't do versus, oh my gosh, we can do this. We'll find a way.
I'm telling you, girl, we are problem solvers.
That's it.
That's what we do. We do it all.
High five, girl. We
High
did
five,
it.
girl.
Yeah. There's a program for you out there, or there is new construction over here.
Right.
We actually dig our heels in deep and use our connections.
Right.
And in this case, you used a connection that you had previously with TriPoint, and we made it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how we work. And we're just really excited for her because now here we are in her home. Even though she's
Yes.
not fully moved in, I mean, we've got a lot of stuff going on today. She's got appliances being delivered. She's here, and we're just really happy for her. So we're thrilled to do what we do with moving on and documenting the journey of those that we feel compelled to, because in every submission, there's someone on one side and another side, and there's a reason they're looking to buy or sell.
Correct, and we can help anybody that we can, and there are clients that we haven't been able to help immediately, but we're able to help later.
Right.
So.
We've got it done, and now the fun begins. She's getting moved in, and we're really excited for her.
Well, and that says a lot. December is when we started.
Right.
And then she's
moved here
moved
in
in.
August.
Yes. So, and then we closed escrow. So, I mean, that, and it's new construction. So that says something else. When we looked at this place, none of this flooring was here or anything like that. So
it just goes to show you have what you want in your mind in terms of what that home looks like, and everybody has a story. And moving on, this is why we do what we do. It's the compelling facts behind each submission that allows us to really dig deep and take the humanness and the reality of what we're dealing with, and that's a person's life.
Right.
Right? That's a person's life, and helping them through a paramount decision, and that is buying a home. Whether it's your first home or your second or your third or your 20th home, it's still a big decision.
Oh, absolutely. And they're all different.
Yeah.
Every transaction.